Hello everybody, this is Captain Equine. Welcome back to Horse Stories. So I'm so excited this time because we actually have stories from somebody other than me, which makes this so much easier. I'm running out of interesting stories. So I'm going to go ahead and pull them up and let's get started. So starting with one commenter's comment, which is what I'm going to call y'all until I can figure out something better. But the commenter said that a neighborhood kid had missed his bus and the parents left for work. This 10-year-old kid just went and decided to throw on a saddle onto his horse, and he rode it to school and tied it to a bike rack. Which, by the way, this was goals. I wanted to do this so bad when I was in elementary. But the principal was doing morning rounds and was walking by the windows, checking on all the classes, making sure everybody was all right, and saw the horse. So he went to go and get the boy, and the principal followed the kid and the horse back home. And then he drove them right on back to school afterwards. Which, by the way, I would have just been that would have been the moment where I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna let this kid have this and enjoy having a horse at this school if I was principal. But then again, I wanted to do this so bad when I was younger, so a bit of a different mindset. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next commenter. Thank you so much for giving that last story, and let's get started. So there's this one time that the commenter was riding a spicy mare named Daisy. We all have that one mare that will either murder you or be a marshmallow. And Daisy took off, and at that time, the commenter couldn't trot, so they decided that it was a good idea to kick and make her mad. Well, that backfired. And she ended up cantering. The commenter was not prepared, and the commenter fell to the side and was just there barely holding on. It was gravel underneath them, and the commenter almost fell off, but thankfully their sister was up there. And she was able to stop Daisy, and nobody was hurt. One time, my sister did something kind of similar to this, except for her horse got spooked and it cantered her up. Oh my god. And the horse cantered her all the way up the hill, but thankfully, the horse knew where the food came to and ran into his pasture. This is something that I've seen happen a lot, though, is whenever the horse decides, I want to go, and then it goes wrong. So, another story. Thank you so much to the last person. So, the next commenter's story was that they had a horse at their birthday party when they were younger. The horse was named Lightning, which I have a horse named Thunder, so I feel like they need to meet and become best friends. And the horse nibbled on his shoulder. The commenter said that it was scary, but didn't get hurt, thankfully. So, I don't have any more stories. I'm debating whether or not I need to leave this as a 5-minute podcast or go ahead and talk about a couple of my own. I'll just go ahead and retell one of the stories that I had last week, or just a couple days ago because I missed last week's podcast. So this commenter had a friend or just somebody that they knew that had a loose cinch. Which, if you've seen this in person, it is both terrifying whenever it's happening, and then is hilarious afterwards. But the person's cinch was loose, and their saddle flipped, and they fell into a bunch of blackberry bushes. I want to know the context. Were y'all on a trail ride? Do you have blackberry bushes in your arena? If so, where is your arena so I can ride in it, so I can pick blackberries as I go riding around on my horse? All very serious questions and ones that I need answers to. So I'm going to leave it here. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye!